Cavs fans are fired up right now, and it has to do with two main things happening with the Cavaliers. One with Dan Gilbert, the other with a change being made by the NBA that the Cavaliers may be a part of. Hey everybody, Billy BB back with you on Cavs Digest, talking Cavs basketball. The Cavs aren't actually playing right now. It's really hard to watch the NBA Finals, the excitement of it, what aura is left, and the commercials and the lead up and the build up and the podcasts, and just wishing the Cavaliers were there, thinking they were going to be there. That magic is sort of lost. It's lacking, and it hurts. It hurts as Cavs fans. I hope they get back to it. We're covering you here. We're going to cover the Cavaliers all off season. We are going to have everything you need with the Cleveland Cavaliers. We are hoping you'll join us. We've already done free agency and trades and salary cap and spending, and today we're talking some changes and excitement around the team. So this coverage is free. If you love the Cavs, it's as easy as clicking subscribe, dropping down in the comments, interacting with other fans, all that free when you subscribe to Cavs Digest and kind of get in on what we're doing here. I'm very excited to talk about our topic today. We get an article earlier today about Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bloomberg does a business article on him, truly, as you know, he's in that 60s of the richest people in the world, and he's just talking about, hey, I just want to do the most with my money. I want to give the most. I want to give it all away. I want to do good with it before I go. Just lightly mentions about how much he wants to spend what he has left to do great things in this world. We have a great man that owns the Cleveland Cavaliers. We know that. We know him as a good business owner, but Dan Gilbert is also a good man. Gilbert has not only owned the Cavaliers and worked hard to make them a competitor and done everything he can to make the Cavaliers great, but this was a reminder of what he's done for Detroit and the state of Michigan and mortgages and housing and all these terrific things that Dan Gilbert has done. A light reminder there of the type of man Dan Gilbert is. Now, we know as Cavs fans the type of owner Dan Gilbert is. Okay, I have been lucky enough to grow up in his era of owning the Cleveland Cavaliers. He has gone over the tax. He has continued to want to go over the tax. He has been extremely passionate about this team to make quick changes, hard changes. Whatever this team has needed to compete and win, Dan Gilbert has been willing to do it. But he has also done a great job trusting the people around him, the basketball people, to make these decisions. I think people are fired up today. They're reminded of how good of an owner the Cavaliers have. The things that poke out to me about him as an owner, obviously spending money, giving extensions, giving contracts, going into the luxury tax. Those are all big things. I appreciated the letter when LeBron left. It got me fired up. I liked Dan Gilbert sticking up for the fans. I think he continues to do that. And I think he's been an absolutely terrific owner. The debate has easily been open to this offseason on if Dan Gilbert could own other teams. That would be ideal. I think he is easily seen as the best owner in Cleveland. For me, my rankings are Dan Gilbert 1, the Dolans, Paul, James, Matt, all of them involved, they are 2. That family is number 2. And Haslam's 3. Haslam spend money. There's no doubt about that. I will give them their credit there. They make big swings and misses, and they are heavily involved in the football process without being football people. They also have a little bit of a background of shadiness and legal trouble and selling out the people that have worked for them and the Pilot Flying J stuff. So the Dolans, you can say what you want about the Dolan family and how they manage a baseball club and being cheap. And the Dolans are winners. They've been winners for years. They have put teams together for years. They have done things right. And you've seen way worse examples, and the prime examples of all this owner or that owner cares about is money. So I go, again, and I'd like to hear your rankings down in the comments. I personally go Dan Gilbert, the Dolans, and the Haslam family, Jimmy Haslam, 3rd in my owner order there. Of course, I would like Dan Gilbert to buy the Browns, buy the Guardians, whatever. I think that would be pretty damn ideal. especially if we're talking about giving away money. I think it'd be great to have him buy the Guardians and be able to spend that money, but I don't know. I'll leave that where it is, and I will let everybody else jump in and comment on that one. So the other topic I wanted to get to today with the Cavaliers is a floating rumor. I saw some official things, but I didn't want to give it that sort of recognition yet. The Cavaliers could be one of the 5 NBA teams to receive the classic jersey for 2025-2026. This is really, really exciting. I think the Cavs have done a great job with their City Edition uniforms the past 5 or 6 years. I think they've been terrific with it. This throwback jersey or classic jersey is a different animal. They would be basing it not off the Metro Parks as they have done, but literally past jerseys, right? This is my favorite. I think this is a lot of people's favorites as far as throwback jerseys right here. Going back to that I think they changed these in 2003. I can't remember what year they added the blue, but that 03 to 10, 11 stint here with LeBron, that's a prime option. And again, I'm going to love to hear from people in the comments about their favorite jersey and what kind of pokes out with them. This is right into the 2000s. The Cavaliers made this change, quickly moved away from it. I think this was like 1998 to like 02. So this jersey era did not last long. You got Big Z there. Shout out Big Z. This throwback, the Cavaliers have done a couple iterations of this, tried different things with this. I know when LeBron was here the first time, they kind of did this as a throwback jersey. You also have the Austin Carr era, which we saw a throwback city edition of this a few years ago, so I doubt we'll see this one. But really, really exciting that the Cavaliers could do this. And again, I think this jersey right here, that navy blue, is a prime example of what they could do. And we have seen so many good edits online, and I think this would be easy to do. I think Cavs fans would be super pumped up about this. This would be a great buy for a Cavs fan to get a jersey like this, to get involved with this. I'm really, really excited about the prospect. Again, the Cavaliers mentioned, not official yet, as one of the 5 teams that could receive the classic jersey for the 2025-2026 season. So drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Again, fired up about Dan Gilbert. He's the best owner in Cleveland, right? What's your rankings of Cleveland owners? What's your favorite Dan Gilbert moment as an owner? And the Cavaliers, how do you feel about them possibly getting new jerseys? What jersey do you want? What do you think about them as far as a jersey history team? What era is your favorite? I know a lot of people like the 90s. They want to go back to that 90s jersey. I was born in the era of LeBron Part 1, so I just like that navy blue, that red, that white. I would love for them to do that again. I think that Austin Carr-esque jersey also has a good look to it. We will cover everything going on with the Cleveland Cavaliers. We will keep you up to date on everything happening. All you have to do is subscribe.